Do you have a hard time decluttering your games, your toys, your puzzles like me? I know that we all go through seasons of life. I do remember the season of having really young children. My children are 8, 12, 15, and 17. So I don't quite have as many toys as we used to have, so I know it's not as difficult for me anymore. My goal for this channel is to have a more minimal life. I know that there is a lot of talk about minimalism on YouTube, and I've actually really enjoyed watching a lot of that content. I especially like listening to or watching Dawn from The Minimal Mom. She has taught me more about minimalism, and I've really enjoyed learning about it. So my goal is to declutter quite a bit of the stuff in our home. I already have decluttered quite a bit in the past, but I still have more that I want. I want to have more brain space to do hobbies that I enjoy, to spend more time with my family. Do you want to have a more minimal life as well? Do you want to declutter the stuff in your home that is taking up your brain space? Well, if so, join me and we can do this together so that we can have more brain space for more important things. So in this video, I'm going to show you my decluttering process down in my basement. I will be in my game, toy, and puzzle closet. It actually doesn't have a ton of stuff in it anymore because of my season in life. My children are older, so I have gotten rid of a lot of stuff. But I discovered that I sometimes have a hard time decluttering toys because I feel guilt for getting rid of toys that my children they haven't played with in a long time, but I'm afraid that they might notice, and so I might feel some guilt if they notice. Days after I had taken all these items that I decluttered to the donation center, my son went down and was looking for this vest that you can use to put the Nerf bullets in for when you, anyway, so he had this activity with a bunch of boys his age. They were gonna have a Nerf war, and so he really wanted the vest to be able to get his bullets out fast. And so when he asked me for it, I was like, oh no, I just got rid of that like 2 days ago. But I was able to help him figure out another way to be able to do what he wanted to do without that vest, because literally they hadn't used it in years. Probably at least 2 years, maybe only 1, but I'm pretty sure it was about 2 years. So I was sure that that was something that was safe to get rid of, and it was really cheap. It was cheaply made, so I know that it can be replaced if they really wanted it, but they didn't use it, so that was just something that we decided to get rid of. I also have a hard time getting rid of some of the toys because it brings back memories of when they were younger, and specific toys that I love to play with them. Like, for example, my daughter, my oldest daughter, she's one that I guess I probably remember the most because I was always playing with her because she was my only child and I didn't have a lot of other responsibilities. So I would sit on the ground and I'd play the little people with her a lot. And then like my boys would love to play with trains and geo-tracks and things like that. And now my youngest is really the only one that plays with some toys, but he has a ton of Legos, and that is something that I've worked on decluttering, and I still have a long way to go with that. Lincoln Logs. I think I'm gonna let these go. So this is a game fell and was all over the floor. I've been hearing a lot about the concept of our fantasy self. These are the ideas, the hobbies, the hopes of doing something that we don't have the time or energy for. It's probably not our season for these things. So with that in mind, letting go of my fantasy self, I feel like it's gonna take a lot of work, but it's okay because this whole process is not gonna be easy. It is gonna take time, quite a bit of time, and I realize that, but I'm really willing to put in the work and the effort because I really do want this to work. So I'm wondering what some of your fantasy self ideas are that you might be willing to let go of so that together we can try and work on overcoming our fantasy self. When it comes to games, I also have some guilt when I declutter those as well, because gaming is something that I have always loved to do. Especially when I was younger, that was something my family did a lot, especially my dad. We were way into games. We played board games and card games and dice games all the time, especially on weekends when we were all together. And so I do feel a lot of guilt because I don't do it as much with my children as I want to. And so that is something that I also have a hard time getting rid of. We love these games. The Ravensburger. So much fun. This was my favorite game growing up. I'm gonna keep it. It is something we play when we pull out games. It's time to go. This one kind of drives me crazy. We also love this game, Enchanted Forest. Also a Ravensburger game. Spot it. Sometimes. This is a maybe. This is another one of my favorites growing up. We play this quite a bit. This is a keeper. Okay, another game that does get played. This is another good one. I've never played it. My kids have maybe played it twice. It's going. As much as I hate this game, my boys, they love it, so I'm gonna keep that. Game of Life. When my oldest daughter was 8, 9, somewhere around there, she'd sit on the floor in her room and play this by herself. And we do play it as a family, so I'm gonna keep that one. Okay, catchphrase. I don't really need the box. I'm just gonna take this out. We don't need the instructions. Toss in this. We love this game. I love this game. And we play it. Another game that we really love, Apples to Apples, but the problem is that these cards, they go everywhere. We do play it, and they do love it. So, I'm gonna keep it. And let's just hope that if, let's just hope that if they decide to get it out again, or it falls down, that they'll pick it up. Oh my gosh. This drives me crazy. Okay, this is a game I inherited from my dad. As much as I love Bunko, I don't think we've ever played it here at home as a family. It's in great condition, hardly used. I'm gonna put this on a thinking about shelf. Okay, Take It to Ride. That's a good game, and it's a really nice game, and it's in perfect condition, so we are gonna keep it. We're gonna try and play games more. This is a really fun game. We do play it. And my kids think it's hysterical, so we'll keep it. This is one we don't play. So this is gonna go. Another one of my favorites. Keeping this one. This is one we like to play as a family sometimes, so we're gonna keep that one. I think I just got this for Christmas a year or two ago. My oldest loves it probably the most, so we're gonna keep it. So we really like Settlers, Catan. And I decided to try this card game. It was only for 2 players. That was like a Catan game. I think we played it once. I really want to like it. This is gonna go in my I don't know yet. This is the expansion pack so that we can play with 5 or 6 players. I think we're missing a bunch of pieces. These two I'm gonna have to go through. I'm gonna have to see if we have the pieces, because if we don't, it's time for it to go. So I'm gonna put this in the maybe. Actually, it's kind of a fun game. I've only played it with my oldest daughter. She's 17 now. Played it a couple times. I think I'm gonna put it in my, I don't know yet. I think maybe I'll talk to her and see what she thinks. Left, center, right dice game. It wasn't that great. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Cover your assets. This Grandpa Beck's games. We like these. Skippo. We do play this sometimes. I think I'll keep that one too. This Yahtzee hands down card game. I don't think we've ever played it. At least I haven't. It's going. Monopoly Deal. I don't think we played that either. Oh. It's sealed. We haven't ever played it. That's going. Blink. I think my kids played this when they were a little bit younger. I think we're gonna say goodbye to this. Anyway, this was a really cute game. My oldest daughter wants to be an author, and she's always wanted to be an author. It's really cute because you like roll the dice and you make up a story based on the pictures on the dice. It got used a little bit when she was like really young, but I think it's time to get rid of it. I just feel amazing when I get things out of the house. I'm gonna move these games back over to here. So I said I wanted to keep the Yahtzee game. That's empty. There are no dice. I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile in case I can find them. 1, but we need 5. So we'll wait and see if I can find them. I forgot that there's one game that this goes to in one of the piles over there that I showed you. I'm gonna go grab it. Okay. I can't even remember what this game is called. So it's like a maze. It's actually really kind of fun. It's a single person game. So you can try and beat the time. You start your ball here, and it goes up and down this thing. Ding the bell. That's the end. It's really fun. Don't ask me why this is in here. I swear we've had this since we were first married, which was like over 20 years ago. I think I'm gonna throw it away. They're super cute. They're like little, they're wooden. Really cute and perfect for that age, but we don't have kids that age, so that's gonna go. This was like a dollar store puzzle. It's cheap. We don't use it. Ravensburger puzzle. It's too easy now, so we're gonna get rid of that. Look how cute. We're gonna keep this one. It's another Ravensburger puzzle. This would be perfect for my younger boys. So next I'm going to be going through the rest of the puzzles. As you can see, I end up keeping most of the puzzles. My 17-year-old is a really big fan of puzzles. She always has a puzzle out on the table that we have downstairs. And later in the video, I'm going to show you the puzzles that she's working on. But I did choose to keep these because they are getting used. And to be honest, it's part of my fantasy self. I'm hoping that I'll spend more time with my kids doing these puzzles. I actually really enjoy doing puzzles. It's making the time to do them that I struggle with. But they are getting used and my daughter does love them, so it is something that I'm going to keep for a while. Maybe down the road, it is something that I can let go of. Or I can also try to find more time to do them if it's something that's really important to me. I'm so glad you joined me today, and I really hope that together we can be able to find ways to minimize the stresses in our life with all the things that we have. So please come join me on this journey and we can do this together. I'll catch you next time.